the Enlightenment Chasers. Royalties of Peace. We are stealing the storms back to peace that has no storm, while holding on to perfect peace. It is March 17th of 2025, a Monday, and happens to be St. Patrick's Day. Honoring St. Patrick's Day, a renowned holiday known to several nations all over the world. Of one of us holding up the pride of humanity, engaging in appeasing the world, encouraging hope, love, and kindness. Such is our miniature of multicultural world, the United States of America, the Enlightenment world, where we are the Enlightenment chasers. Some commemorate this day into their daily activities, wearing green, eating greenery, salads, vegetables, wearing green or eating from the greenery. The green color is sign for peace. Where there is peace, there's eternity. Where there is peace, there is long life of no ending, which is what we endeavor to achieve at the end of human life. Only a journey to perfect wisdom of battlefield free mind. This day always symbolized with the clover leaf and the pot of gold with the rainbow. Follow the rainbow to the pot of gold. A world of diversity like the rainbow, connected together with love and passion and peace and kindness towards each other, yearning for the end goal, perfect peace, the pot of gold, where we all are one, of no divided. What it is to us today of the United States of America at work, the city on the hill like light to all other nations, looking up to its hard work of putting together a one of all nations, the United States of America. This is the golden age His Excellency President Donald Trump decreed at his inauguration. The present administration, his second term, has not been an easy road, not only for the people, but also for the administration. At loggerhead is only a revelation of how we have been working with what is right. Denying rights to citizens depends on what we identify to being right. Disregarding the Constitution will depend on how we interpret the Constitution. Being kept so long or followed so long the way it is to our present time disputing only testifies it was the matter of tradition reaching reasoning. Sometimes it takes a while to read, to understand what exactly is commanded. Sometimes even the king cannot interpret his dream, needing one to interpret it. Yes, our forefathers enabled the strategy very expensive to tamper with. Yet, an expensive dream must have a sound interpreter. What have we learned for this short time of working with this presidency? We, the people of enlightenment chasing, working with common sense. I had to review the definition of common sense again today. Oxford Dictionaries online says it is good sense and sound judgment in practical matters. Wikipedia says the basic level of practical knowledge, judgment, and reflection of basic facts that are common to adult humans. Basic facts that any adult human being ought to possess. Therefore, we can acquire that in school if we do not have it of upbringing. School has made it very easy for us not to be. Lack of common sense. No one is intimidated. If we understand common sense to be a basic truth we all must possess, that truth that doesn't hurt, must we ask ourselves, what then is hurting us more than the president? If we have to take away the government right now, can we self-govern self? Impossible because of the economy system. The use of currency. Even if you have agriculture background, you will still need to use the currency to trade. There is need for a house. Currency is more flexible than a crop. We will always depend on cash crops, even if we are of agricultural background. You cannot self rescue in a world of people. We must always work together. Should we blame this on currency, considering the struggles we have with the stock market? But the question is, what is the stock market going high if we do not understand what it is meant for? Not because other nations have high levels in the stock market that we should be in competition with them. It's not about competition, but being right. And we are always expected to be the role model to every other nation, limited of the multicultural richness of a nation. We must be able to put our minds together and enable that expected, which is why we're struggling today with the stock market. More than the tariffs being a problem. Economy is money, gold, reward. It is important to reward self after good work. But when we commit a crime, we want to suspend the reward. So first of all, reorientate so that we be a right role model unto the young. Reward only identifies that you're doing good work. If you're not doing good work, what will the reward be to you? A tool to endeavor good work. We must be able to explain what the economy is to us. Is it a tool or a reward? Yet, it must be of alignment. Because when the tool is being used appropriately, such will the reward also be appropriately. The Constitution, like a care plan, how we apply it should be with self-care. What are we missing? Are we wearing the right garment of work to apply this Constitution? We have reached the place of work where we can no longer continue because of our outfit, like soldiers of the war. If you're not wearing the right shoe for the battlefield, if you wear flip-flops, you will be left behind. In time of safety, you would rather be a weapon against safety. Yes, the Constitution is very right, but are we wearing the right garment? Are we representing the United States of America? While we're pointing the finger at the administration, while we are pointing the finger at the present administration, three fingers are pointing back at us, and one pointing up to our ancestors. There is no way we can point a finger at the present administration without pointing the ancestors and pointing back at ourselves. We all are the descendants of ancestors, and none of them made a mistake of having us. And we must prove it by reaching the end goal of understanding the purpose of the Constitution to complete the battlefield of the mind and reach the perfection of eternity. Wisdom. Aware this is only a journey. If they could not accomplish it, of their fragility of doing the work, then we, the descendants, should be able to have the strength to close it up, to complete the work, and not try to make another work. It was not a cycle of making work. Because we made work does not mean when the work is done, we have to start another work. Yes, the water evaporates and falls back like rain, the water cycle, but that is not its purpose. Its purpose is to reach the gaseous state of freedom, where there is no more collision. We have learned, even in science, physics testifies of how free the electrons are in the gaseous state than in the solid state and in the liquid state. Age comes with wisdom. You will never expect an expired citizen, a graduated citizen, expiring meaning graduated. When you expire from a school, it means you have graduated. You will never expect an expired one from a school to have another exam given. When you're done with graduation, you cannot have another exam. Enough of making things look so complicated to the young. Let words really mean what it means. Let words fulfill their purpose positively. Enough of the negativity that is causing us so much harm and like roadblocks to reaching the perfection. Every word is positive. It is a crime to reward one that has graduated from the physical life when their reward was pension in the present life. They cannot still be receiving pension when they have graduated from the present life. That will be abusing their identity. We must be able to respect their identity. What am I saying? Let them have their beauty sleep. Age comes with wisdom. If USA is past the working days, then let its reward be of expected perfect peace. It's not only about the money, it's about the peace of mind. We complain of paycheck to paycheck every day in the faces of the rich people. And when they want to try to resolve it, it seems like bringing us to a place of wilderness. You may wonder what is the problem. Living paycheck to paycheck and still wanting to have kids. That is self-abuse. We cannot let the young ones abuse themselves. Must we be able to come to our senses? The good common sense. It's not expensive anymore because we have schools. But have been expensive in the days of our forefathers because they had lesser schools and sometimes only men could go to school and not women. But these days, everyone has the opportunity to go to school everywhere in the world, even among the Islams. The golden age should be a time of jubilee. USA is about to be 250 years That is seniorhood. That is wisdomhood. We can't be playing about it. When we are challenging His Excellency Donald Trump on his executive orders, we must be able to enable others of ourselves governing that fulfills the distinction of our being. We must be able to block all the loopholes that are even given such opportunity of executive orders. Those orders should not be coming from the president, and that is true if we had already tackled it. It is no lie that our government is slacking for a long time by we the people. Of simplicity I speak. You need not work in the Congress House to know how depleting the people are among themselves. To the point where we start engaging with dementia, Alzheimer's, and complicated diagnoses arising among us of wisdom age. It's devastating. The pressure on each other, depression, facing even a 2-month-old. Is it the mother having postpartum or a depressed baby? It's time we come to our senses, knowing who we are, the enlightenment chasers of the world. The city on the hill, looking at television, watching the news podcasts concerning this present administration. I begin to weep, remembering Titanic. We are much more like Titanic that has sunk and trying to rise, where enlightenment is only a calling to self, needing to be of reality. We have been dreaming, I dream, I dream. I have a dream, I have a dream. This dream must come to effectiveness, like Titanic coming back alive on the waters again, like rising from beneath back up. Titanic might have been a figure of speech to us today, like history is. Must we be the future of reality, correcting our mistakes? My heart will go on. The theme song of the movie Titanic. We never die, no matter the figures of speech that we make of First World War, Second World War. Let the third be of mind battlefield, seeking freedom of mental slavery. It's time for common sense to really be alive, of truth, aligning with the constitution of expected. We have a good constitution, but the people are not understanding how to follow the constitution with the right garment. What is the point of being the best swimmer and trying to swim with a snowsuit? It's time to wear the right garment to do work. Money can be a tool when it's not reward yet, when it's not aligning with our expectation of work completed. Let it be a tool. But when it is a tool, let it be well used. Regaining our jobs should be with the right attitude of ascending, no more descending. It's not about making babies, but making wealth on a journey to perfection of integrity. Our ancestors are not coming back. We're not trying to keep the earth for them. They didn't make us to walk the earth for them so they can come back. We are all going to a greater place of no longer of the physical, but of the mind battlefield free is what we should be worrying about, the battlefield free mind. The stock market follows us. We make the stock market. We cannot let the stock market take over us, but us taking over the stock market. Our mind must be of battlefield free. Paycheck to paycheck is not who we are. We make the checks. It's time to heal the world for the young generation to be of expected. We work smart and not hard. You can work for 2 days only and earn for a month. 2 days can pay your rent and everything you deserve. Why are things expensive? If not because of our increase in population rather than increase in joy. Increase in population rather than increase in peace. Even the young we bring to the world struggle with keeping peace, hoping for a better future for them when we haven't had one yet being grown from our own parents. Dream, dream, dream of our children having a better life tomorrow should start now with us, the children of ancestors. Then we'll find no need to even break the boundary of perfect peacekeeping, of none left behind. Today has been all about the stock market, the golden age and the stock market. Wow. What about the pot of gold? It takes us, the people, to make the good government. If our government is failing us, we have failed ourselves first. It's not about the election, but who we, the people, are. Nothing about the government should ever disrupt us if we were of stable ground. We are not stable. That's just what it proves. We are shaky because of children. If we never had young babies, this would not be like this. The babies didn't ask to come. We made them. It's time to hold hands with each other and plead for peace and for true knowledge, efficient to appease us, the people, to have a strong ground, an anchor before we even think of politics. Let our spirituality, the inner sanctum, be of expected, and the Constitution rather approving, not making us. Thank you all for listening today. Peace steals the storm back to peace that has no storm, holding on to perfect peace. Thank you.